Meditation is going to be about stopping negative thoughts. Find a comfortable seat or lie down and let's get started. When you arrive in your comfortable position, take a moment to feel your body. If you're seated, feel your hips settling into the ground beneath you. If you're lying down, you might feel what it's like to have your head supported by a steady surface. Notice the temperature of the air around your skin. And then take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Now breathe in and out just through the nose, closing the lips. A lot of the time when we are having a difficult emotion or a difficult thought, it is because we are unconsciously or consciously criticizing, condemning, or complaining about something. When we make these judgments about the world or the people around us, we create more suffering in the mind. We cling to how we think things should be rather than seeing them as they are. It's important to remember that judgments are just preferences, and it's going to look very different for each person depending on how we were brought up, our past experiences, our current experiences. Each and every one of us live very different lives. Maybe similar in some ways, but there's so many facets to so many parts of our mind. All we can do is have some compassion for how others might experience things differently, and in doing so, have some compassion for ourselves. We judge others the most harshly for the things we judge most harshly in ourselves. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Long breath out. Use your inhale to expand the space around your heart, around your belly. Use your exhale to release. Release one judgment that you have about yourself. And if releasing feels like too big of an ask right now, then simply allow it to shift just a little bit. Maybe it doesn't have to be this way. Maybe I can hold just a little bit of kindness. And allow that kindness to sit in the heart, sit in your hands. Allow your awareness to come to somewhere soft in the body, somewhere that feels good. Another slow breath in. Another slow breath out. Consider that nothing needs to be fixed. There is no fixing anything because change is the only constant. Your preferences will change. The situation will change. There is nothing negative nor positive about any one thing. Negative and positive are judgments. So allow yourself to simply regard what is in front of you. Without wishing or needing it to be anything else. Allow your emotions to drift. Allow your breath to drift. Noticing that your body is here and steady. And it's from this place of steadiness that you choose your next experience. How will you wish to experience the world today? Notice what your heart is saying in this moment of quiet and stillness. And then one more breath in. One more breath out. Good. I hope that was helpful. The concept of not criticizing, condemning, or complaining comes from a book that I read, A Complaint-Free World. I read this book when I was still working in construction years ago, and I lived in a very complaint-heavy environment. It was how people chose to communicate, chose to connect, was over what they were pissed off about that day, what was going wrong, what they thought things should be, how they would have done things differently. And it was a lot of judgment constantly. And being the fixer, I was always drawn into their story of what was happening, was always pulled in many different directions. This caused a lot of suffering for myself. And at the time, I was using alcohol and drugs as a coping mechanism. This book was one of the many books that helped me to realize my power over my own experience, and ultimately years later helped me with my sobriety. To hear your thoughts, let me know in the comments or send me a message, and I'll see you in the next video.